They want to marginalize and take out as many old people as possible because, I mean, I'm 68 now, and I have a radar and an experience to compare the current world with. So I can see, as most old people can, that what is happening is not the world they knew. They can see the change. But what tends to happen is when you're born into the world, you tend to accept the world you're born into as normal, understandably. And so this craziness that we are experiencing, to young kids, is all they know, and very fast becoming all they know. They want to divide the young from the old so that transfer of knowledge and experience is not made. And this is why, if you look at it, look at the what I call the climate cult, the human caused climate cult movement. It hates old people. It blames old people. Yeah, we're in this trouble because of them old people, right? Brexit. Oh, we're having Brexit because of them old people. The old people are being targeted. They're massively targeted in this pandemic hoax. And they want to drive young and old apart. And they want rid of the old, so only younger generations are with us, because they are the ones that have been through this fierce, unceasing perceptual programming through the school and university system for about 2 or 3 generations now. And it just produced the woke mentality. So why do they target the young? And now why are they targeting the very young? Because they have a time scale. They have a script. They have a sequence of events. And when they want to complete this transformation in the way I've described to this completely unrecognizable sci-fi world, the young today will be in adulthood or entering adulthood. And so they need those kids today so perceptually programmed that they will submit to anything when the time comes to complete the end game. I do understand why people get frightened and intimidated to challenge authority or refuse to cooperate with it. But I do have a job sometimes understanding how parents can see what's being done to their kids now and can stand around and allow it to happen. I was in a shop the other day before you had to wear masks, and I was talking to the lady behind the counter. There's no one else in there but me and her. I was making the point, as I try to all the time, what a load of nonsense this is. And she said, you know, my boy was basically born and very, very young when this thing came in. She said, and during the lockdown, you know, he was getting older and stuff like that. But she said when we came out of lockdown, she said, he met another child. She said, and he didn't know what to do. He had no idea how to respond, because that natural bond and interaction of children that we've become used to, it had been deleted from him. He didn't know what to do. And when you see little kids who have no chance of dying of this disease, even if it exists, which it doesn't, in little boxes in playgrounds, away from each other so they can't come out of them. When you see little kids sitting on X's outside the school, 6 feet apart, waiting for their masked parents in line 6 feet apart to come and pick them up, what the hell is that going to do to their psychology? What kind of mind are they going to grow up in? What interaction is there going to be? What love is there going to be when they're being taught to perceive their other children and fellow human beings as a danger? Which is another thing. We are being manipulated to see each other as dangerous. What is the climate cult saying? Humans are dangerous. You see that because they're controlled by the same force. They have the same basic sales pitch. And the psychology consequences for kids being put through this is almost unimaginable. And like I say, where they want this to go, and some of them are already talking about it. Do you know there are schools in this country, as there are in America, but there's schools in this country who are saying that when schools go back in September, I doubt it will be for that long, all the pupils have to wear masks all day. Now, any head teacher or anyone associated with children who says that should be banned from having anything to do with control over children for the rest of their entirety. So where it's going, because of what they plan to throw at us, not just the kitchen sink, but the bathroom sink, the bath, the lot, in this winter, is they want to justify kids in school all day with masks on their face and social distance, which is a contradiction in terms. And the effect on their psychology, the effect in the way they see each other, the way that they see humanity in general, is going to create generations of people that which are unrecognizable from human generations before. And the parents should not be sitting by and watching it happen. Any school that says a child must wear a mask all day should be boycotted 100% until it stops. But what they'll do is that vast numbers of people, they'll send their kids to school and play an acquiescent part in the destruction and rewiring of their own child's psyche.